Then we had Joe Biden giving his presidential address tonight, which was a complete joke. Right here, listen to Joe Biden.
That's why my farewell address tonight, I want to warn the country of some things that give me great concern. And this is a dangerous and that's a dangerous concentration of power in the hands of a very few ultra-wealthy people. And the dangerous consequences if their abuse of power is left unchecked. Today, an oligarchy is taking shape in America of extreme wealth, power, and influence.
Interesting how you never had a problem with this when it benefited the Democrats. Interesting.
It really threatens our entire democracy, our basic rights and freedoms, and a fair shot for everyone to get ahead. We see the consequences all across America, and we've seen it before, more than a century ago. But the American people stood up to the robber barons back then and busted the trusts. They didn't punish the wealthy. Just made the wealthy play by the rules everybody else had to.
He will go down as the single worst president. I mean, I'm not in the business of like, I don't really like to make statements about things that I wasn't around for, but he's certainly the worst president in my lifetime. Now, arguably, you could say that was Barack Obama because Barack Obama did so much more damage. But in terms of just calling it for what it is, like Joe Biden's run as president is horrific in every way. Now, like I said earlier, you basically can apply this to Barack Obama anyway, because Barack Obama was behind the scenes pulling the strings anyway. And this was a Barack Obama third term. But yeah, like in terms of what's on paper, Joe Biden's presidency is absolutely historically terrible. And I say that as someone that despises George W. Bush. I despise George W. Bush. I hated George W. Bush so much. I hated his presidency. And to be fair, the first term I was a supporter of Bush. It was the second term where I realized like how evil and how much of a warmonger George W. Bush was. But Joe Biden, this presidency is absolutely horrific. Yeah, this did not help tonight. His press conference did not help him at all. In fact, it only made him, it just made things worse. And it made people realize like, hey, the right man is taking over in just a few days.